Hey everybody, this is Matthew here from Nerd News Today. We're live at Toy Fair 2020. We're now in the DC Direct booth, and we're joined by Fastpan, Jim Fletcher. He's been trying to outrun me the whole time. But Jim Fletcher's here, our wonderful friend. Yes, we caught him at last. This is our 11th year doing this crap. Can you believe it?
That's amazing. Am I supposed to hold this? What do you
Not yet. I'm,
Okay, you hold
I'm waiting for people to come in the chat, and then you can have the mic. Then the show is yours. Don't worry about that.
I'm not too concerned. I'm good. Any special effects this year I can expect on your video? I know we're live streaming. So
I'm not that fast of an editor, Jim. I can't do special effects while we're live.
Well, I guess the fast pan is about as good as we're going to get today then. What? I'm still here.
Wait, I can do this one. Ready? Warp speed. Whoa. There we go. That's about the extent of the special effects we can do live.
I think we're back in our zone.
Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And folks, as I mentioned, we're live with Jim. So if you guys have any questions about what DC Direct is doing, a.k.a. formerly known as DC Collectibles, go ahead, give us a shout. We will see if we can get you an answer. So come, chat, hang out, annoy Jim. I'm
very hard to annoy, so you have to really work at it.
All right,
See how it goes.
let's try. All right, so Jim, I'm going to hand you the mic now. So this is all yours. God help us.
Someone should help us for sure. Okay, so what's new at the show is some of these designer series statues. Actually, one's so new it doesn't even have a name tag. Can you spot the one without the card?
I'm going to assume it's the one here.
Without the card.
Yes.
That's it. So
I did the thing.
yeah, so that's a Josh Middleton Batgirl that literally just showed up in a box with no information 2 days ago. It's based on one of Josh's covers, and it's an absolutely beautiful statue featuring Batgirl's new costume. So we saw the drawing come in, we absolutely loved it, and we sculpted it, and here it is. That's all the information I have. So there you go. There's that one. Coming out sometime or another. Probably cost something. So there it is. More specific information for you.
Breaking news. Statue cost something.
And is out at some point. Okay. The designer series statue, the Joker and Batman. I really love this cover that Greg Capullo did. It's such a great relationship piece between these two characters. We're right now debating on if we're going to have an interchangeable head or not, because right now this has the Joker peeled off, face from that whole run, which is very iconic for what he was doing then. But it might be neat if there's a different kind of head, because with the engagement between the two, it won't matter whichever head he had on. It's still doing their thing. Stanley Lau, Catwoman is great. So anything Stanley paints, I'm always on standby just to go ahead and bust out a statue. The design department has a lot of discussions about a lot of things. That's not one of the things that has a lot of discussions about, because it's just fantastic. And it's on the heels of our Batman animated series action figures, and I think it's got some really nice detail. Also, as you go through the showroom, you're going to be seeing, for some reason, and it's not planned at all, there's a lot of cats and bats, and it's not like we planned it, because if you go right over here, you'll see already, here's a bat. So on the Batgirl Frank show statue, so here's Frank's entire line of cover girls to date. He's really brought a lot of life back into the poses and everything. And as you can see by the costumes, they're kind of the older versions, a lot of retro. And I'm glad you're going to do that, because you can see the base. Even the logos are the kind of old school. So we want to go back to basics, like with our logo with this line. So I think they look great. They've all got really nice attitudes, and Frank's artwork is just spectacular.
Love the sculpting on these. You guys completely captured the look of Frank Show's work. It's very signature, so you guys totally got it.
Yeah, I'm really happy you said that, because John Matthews is he sculpted all of these. He also, do you remember the Frank Show Wonder Woman, like a bigger piece?
Yep.
That's the same guy. So he really knows how to capture the body style that Frank is going for. I mean, Frank's seen all these. He's very happy with them. So, yeah.
They're very, considering Frank's proportions are a little not realistic, these statues are looking very realistic, like the fabric and the clothes and everything. It makes it really kind of break reality a bit. Nice.
Yeah, no, it does. I think it's a nice combination of superhero aesthetic with a somewhat normal person. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, a lot of somewhat normal people at this show. So, somewhat. So the Bombshells line for us continues onward. We have a Harley deluxe statue. This is really a cool scene. You can see there's some tickets down there. She's still trying to win her prize. There's some popcorn spilled on the floor while she's doing the test of strength bell, whatever those things are called, at the carnival. We came up with a Joker design we really liked for the back of it. Just a really, really fun Bombshell edition piece. So is the Bombshells Black Canary and Green Arrow couple statue. We've done a couple of Bombshells couple of statues over the year. And what's really cool about this one is Green Arrow's guitar has some really nifty details on it. There's a bow in there with the arrow design you can see. And then on the back of his jacket, if I don't break anything, also has this. So the Bombshells designs have always been fun for us. We've worked a lot on giving an reference to use for redeveloping the characters. So, and he's been a great partner. We're super happy about this line. It just keeps going on, which is great. So this Bombshells Ivy had been out twice already. There was the sepia tone and the original one, and it sold out both times. So we thought, well, you know what? Let's get one out for the holidays. And another neat surprise on this one I'll turn around is this Batman toy on the back. So that's a pretty cool little feature. I think it's pretty nice. And for Harley fans, for Ivy fans, wow, it's a really great piece. Yeah, well, they're pals.
And just a reminder to anybody there live right now, if you got any questions for Jim about the stuff you're seeing here, just go ahead and ask in the chat.
Let's do it. Bring it. We're gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce past this way. There's some things in here, there's some things in here that are being reissued. Like when we get to the Batman animated series, you'll see some stuff that's on the shelf that's just back out there because there's a lot of pent-up demand for the older figures. But we're not there now. We're here at the Batman Black and White section. So if your viewers will remember, this was our 100th statue, the Todd McFarlane piece. Sold great for us. It's the biggest one on the line. And my favorite part about this thing is Batman has now reclaimed himself as being the best-selling figure in his own statue line. So he finally beat out Harley and Joker, who were actually at one point the best-selling two figures in the line. But now this is. So thank you, Todd, for getting Batman back to where he should be in his own statue line. So up here, we never would have predicted we would have got to 100, but now I can tell you for sure we're going to do at least 106 because there's the Frank Miller Batman Black and White. This is the Jim Lee version. He's finally standing up straight. We've had a few other ones where he's been crouchy and in action. And one of my favorite ones here is this Bat Monster by Greg Capullo. It's super, super cool. Ooh, that's a good shot. The details in there are really neat. And it's one of the traditionally sculpted ones that we've done instead of digital. I don't know if you can see the lighting's really cool. The lighting's really cool on this one. It's a really great. Gene St. Jean has sculpted that one. He worked with us on a lot of other projects, and he really killed that. When I showed him this artwork, he's like, "Oh, please let me do this one." I couldn't think of anybody else I'd rather have do that. The Freddie Williams Batman's the next one up. The massively ripped Batman. Yeah, that one's amazing. What's fun about this though, if you can see his stuff with the black background, is he's actually, there you go. He's actually releasing doing with this little bat, this massive Batman. He's just like, and this. There's a really fun little touch on that one I like a lot. He was our artist on the Batman Ninja Turtles crossover.
Oh, yeah.
We finally got around to this another Mike Mignola Batman statue from the Gotham by Gaslight. The sculpt by John Matthews on that is just spectacular. It looks like a flat piece of art, just like he did last time. And we have a Brian Bolland a Batman over here from Killing Joke, which leads happily right into this Brian Bolland. So we're actually launching a new line of statues, which is our Joker Crown Prince of Crime line, which worked really well for us for the Batman Black and White and the Harley Red, White, and Black. We're like, well, why doesn't Joker have his own line of statues? Why? Why, people keep asking? Well, now he does. So starting off with Brian Bolland from Killing Joke, then we have a Jim Lee Joker statue, and then a Joker by Lee Bermejo up next. Astute collectors will remember this one from the Batman Black and White line. The Jim Lee piece was actually the best-selling Batman Black and White at one point until it got supplanted by Harley by Bruce Timm. So now he looks great in full color, so we're going to release that one. And Lee Bermejo's piece had also originally been in that line, but such a cool, iconic Joker, we decided to paint him up in his Jokery colors. I think he looks even cooler than the original one.
I love that flowing jacket as well.
Oh, it's great.
The fabric is real great here.
That's about the same sculptor that did the Bat Monster one.
That's why I like it.
Yeah, maybe.
Apparently, I've got a bias.
Yeah, me too, because he's great. Harley Red, White, and Black's the newest pieces here. This one by Julian Totino Tedesco, which was a cover for the Harley books. presented itself as a statue. We're like, oh, we should just go again, get this one done. And the J. Scott Campbell cover we worked on for this other Harley over here. Those are the two newest ones in the line. The other ones have all pretty much been announced already.
I'm going to just show them to folks who might not be familiar with this line. There's probably a lot of new folks to DC Direct, and if they aren't aware of the Harley Quinn statues, they need to learn right now.
Learn. So yeah, we have a Stanley Lau Harley statue over here. We've got an Amanda Connor one is next in the line with the spikes everywhere. It's a really fun statue. And then by the Breaking Glass YA book that came out, we decided to do a Harley version on that. You can see she's a lot smaller in this one, but she's actually a kid in that book, so she can't be the same height.
We actually we did review, in fact, the Breaking Glass graphic novel. It was a lot of fun.
It's great.
It's a good book. The whole series, all the is that the DC Inc.
Yeah.
series? Yeah, they've all been very good, actually.
I agree. The artwork's all over the place and great, and the designs are really
very
fun.
Very diverse, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can bounce over to Artist Alley. This has been a big hit for us at the show. So Artist Alley lets us really go out on a limb and explore, different stylizations of our characters. I mean, we've done a lot of things over the last 20 years, always reflecting art styles, and this line lets us really go to town on a wide breadth of styles. So Brent Peters' Joker up there has that real creepy, like kind of old school Halloween, vibe, which I personally like quite a bit. How he's fitting in there, I don't have any idea, but I'm not here to discuss physics today. Brittany Lee is a great designer. I forgot which show we met her at, but she does this paper art. And we were trying to figure, since we don't work in paper normally, except for packaging, we were trying to figure out how we're going to reflect that art in our usual style. And I think it really came out.
It's a very elegant piece.
Really, it's beautiful. The colors are great. I like everything about this. It's
There's
just
a secret cat again.
Yeah,
That's
another cat.
That's the secret word of the day. Everybody go crazy.
Secret cat. So that's a really cool piece. Attack Peter is he's a really great indie artist. Has done some really cool stuff. All his work is very it's all these kind of wood blocks and linoleum cuts. Really a great, massive Batman. Patrick Ballesteros brings a lot of fun to the line over here with his little 25-cent cartload ride. Obviously, Deathstroke's having some fun on his day off, maybe. Not quite sure what he's doing, but it looks great.
It's really creepy, actually. It's extra creepy because they're so cute.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's what's fun about it. And then
God.
So Zach Heffelfinger is actually one of the guys that worked on SpongeBob, as you can maybe tell.
Oh, that makes sense now.
And he's a big Red and Stimpy fan. So he sent in this drawing, and we're like, well, yeah, that's pretty fun. It's got 3 different Robins, so they're all, I think you can probably identify who all of them are, helping Batman on his way to learn how to fly. So that's pretty great. It's a really, really out there.
This is a very, very diverse line. I mean, the Artist Alley stuff has been very diverse, but this especially, he's kicking up a notch here.
Thanks, because that's what we were trying to do. We really went out there to find people that could just bring so much to the table. And we've been happy with all the artists on this line so far. This is just such a wide variety of people. We're reissuing our We're reissuing our Flash and Superman to the flat.
He's Plastic Man's enemy.
Oh, that's pretty good. Somebody should do that.
That's my idea. I saw it first.
So, well, maybe it's the Flash, actually, and Superman racing statue. It sold out for us a while ago. We just want to bring it back, do another one, so that's why that's here.
Good looking piece. I don't actually remember this one.
Oh, yeah?
So
Okay.
for me, it's brand new.
Really dynamic statue. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's really fun to photograph, too.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
It's
fun being on this side of the camera. I can actually see what you're doing for a change.
Yeah, not just filming the girls walking by.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Okay. Now
Okay.
we kicked off YouTube.
There it is. This is the Batman. This is from the Batman. What am I saying? Good.
This is the I'm gonna read
There's
the
no-
card here for you.
no, there's no card.
I work here now. Oh, no, okay.
There's no
now
card for you.
This is now officially the Batman who laughs over here.
No, wrong. Got it. Okay. You think I would know this one since I drew this myself, but this is the Batman DCeased statue. Thank you. Wow.
If you say so, I still think it's that one.
Okay. Well, you know what? You can change it up later.
Fans in the chat can vote.
Fix it in post. So this is not the final base. One of our designers back home actually made this so he has something to stand on. The base is actually a story. It's a lot of storytelling about the DCeased action figure line that we have over there and the whole series. And you'll see when the finished one, it will make a lot more sense what it's supposed to be. But it's actually, it is some rubble, but it forms Darkseid's head. There's a lot of other details going on. So stay tuned for this one. That's going to be even cooler than it is now. The Batman Who Laughs versus Batman battle statue was really fun to work on as well. What's neat about this is all the different bat heads that are down here that the Batman Who Laughs has been dealing with over the time he's been out. Batman's usually has an interesting stepping stone over here.
This actually might be the creepiest thing you got in the booth.
It's pretty crazy.
These Robins. Oh
yeah,
man.
I know the Robins are great, and the detail around the whole bottom of the base has a lot of different bat helmets and cowls from all different time periods. And we can assume all these bat skulls are in here. So, you guys have been causing a lot of trouble for Batmans. But again, it was nice to get out the old sketchbook and actually draw something for once in a while. So that's kind of neat. The multi-part statues are next. When you're done filming all the cool detail in this one.
Everybody at home see this one.
Yeah, that's a really nice piece.
And this is a Jim Fletcher original. So
that is, yeah, it's pretty cool.
So I don't think I've ever actually, or maybe you've mentioned it, I just can't remember, but I never knew what pieces you designed officially or not. So.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of times sometimes they're group efforts. I mean, obviously when we're hiring specific artists, we credit them. A lot of stuff over the years we've done have been the team sitting down and just coming up with a cool idea, and we don't credit anybody. In these two particular cases, I actually just sat down and drew them when I was working through the sculptors, to get these things done. So this was Alterton is our sculptor on that piece, which is really, really cool.
And he also does stuff for Diamond Sut, which we loved his work. He does great work.
He's a nice guy, and his work is fantastic. Really fun to partner with. So the multi-part statues, we had, if you remember last time, we had the heroes ones, and we said, you know what? I think it's time for the villains to get their shot at a multi-part statue. So that's what this is. All the pieces like last time are all separate, and they're all sculpted in the round, so there's no boring angles to work at. If you just wanted to buy, Catwoman, sure, I'll just go buy this, and it'll still look okay by itself. Of course, we would wish you would just buy them all for many reasons. A, it looks cool, and it's fun having a job. So that's a pretty cool, really cool piece. Like this?
Give it not to me now. I just caught that on camera, so everybody at home just saw
Nuts.
You live.
Live.
No escaping this
Rockstar
now.
pose.
All right, let's all go.
I'm totally gonna do this the whole rest. Oh look. Ooh, battling mics. Let's do it. Travis, get a rockstar pose with me. Get a rockstar pose with me.
I'm not
do
gonna
it.
do that.
Come on, this.
I can't compete. You look at your clothes.
Let's do how about duet like this? Let's do a duet.
You win all the time. I'm the sidekick to this, like you were just talking about, always. After you, I'll let you go. Age before beauty.
Wow. Ooh. Why is there never HR in the room when I need them for these kind of harassment insults?
I
Okay.
just lost control this entire week.
You really did. Okay. That's what makes Toy Fair fun. Okay. Anyway, so this is our DCeased action figure line. So this stuff's been blowing it up at Toy Fair. We're really excited, especially because we don't usually get to do like monstery, creepy versions because there's not a lot out there for us to draw on. But some stuff, new ones that showed up are the gray models. They literally just got here, I think, yesterday. So they're going to be new additions to the DCeased line. But if getting a good look at them, they're all pretty creepy. They're really interesting sculpts. They had a lot of fun figuring out the head sculpts on these things. The one that's the funniest one to point out back here is Nightwing, because basically without any paint on him, it's Nightwing with just boots and gloves, I
Naked
guess.
Nightwing.
I mean, so he'll look probably more like the one down here, who actually is painted. That's when they changed him to red, though. That was the New 52 version. But the Deathstroke's really cool at the end over there.
If I get my camera to focus on him.
Well, yeah. Well, he's busy running around like a crazy infected person.
It's been a really interesting comic to read also, actually. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about
what?
doing zombies. Was it turned out to be
It's really good, right? It's a really interesting. It's not just your typical, turning into zombies, but there's a lot of cool stuff in the storyline, I think.
Because Marvel's kind of played out the zombie thing, in my opinion, and I've tried reading one of their more recent takes on it, and it's still just like been there, done that. But DCeased has actually been very interesting.
He took a really interesting swing at the genre, and I think they're just great. So I was really happy to be working on a line based on that. We should start making like screaming noises in the background and stuff.
That's where the special effects come in. So
Yeah. Is that good?
I think we just lost all our viewers from motion sickness.
And screaming.
Yes.
And light screaming. So going down the action figure aisle, you guys have seen these before. These are most of the Batman animated figures are out because they're all out of stock. Diamond's just checking around to see if anybody wants to reorder them and get more out there, which I think people would like because some of them have been gone for quite a while. But what's new over here are some of the Adventures Continue figures like Red Hood, the Azrael Batman over here, the Vampire Batman. There's a Man Who Laughs Batman in the animated style. And then on the bottom shelf, two of the newer guys, I don't know why this is backward, are the Thomas Wayne Batman action figure from the Flashpoint design. And the Talon over here. What's challenging about these is trying to get them to look like they fit in the animated world, because this is a pretty complicated design normally. But the Thomas Wayne, we stripped, Ty Templeton did a great job stripping him down to look like what we thought he should look like. And then this is, I love that Batman. He could have walked right off the TV show. And it's so cool looking. Oh, I'm casting my shadow on. There we go. There it is. Now you can get a clearer shot without my shadow blocking everything. Now what's neat about this is everybody at the company was pretty excited about this, so they reached out to Paul Dini, and he's going to be writing a comic book.
He's mic wrapped around me.
Yeah, that's kind of great. He's going to be writing a comic book using the figures that we have in this line so far. So, sorry. He's going to be making a comic book using the figures that we had in the line so far. So here's the cover. Thank you. Here's the cover by Dave Johnson. Now the first issue. There's a variant cover here, and then there's a couple of pages from the actual book.
I'm just going to write in your face, Jim.
Yeah, do it. Let's get in my face. That's what I like.
Let's put it right here. We'll do that. So now we can get a good look.
Yeah. So this comic's going to be coming out, and it's written by Paul himself. So the original writer from the show. We're pretty excited about this collaboration.
Can we just read the whole book right here? Yeah.
Actually, you can after you turn the camera off. I'm only allowed to show you these pages, so you can make
guys.
everybody jealous. But you can.
Yeah, I can. You can't. Sucks to be you guys at home. Sorry. I'll report back to y'all, but I'm sure it's going to be really great.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to this line. I think it's going to be really cool.
So are there any plans for more dioramas in this line?
Well, we keep building them. I mean, I wish we could actually produce these somehow because they're really amazing, but they would cost a fortune to produce.
I mean, you guys got the Batcave out.
Yeah, that's true. We did do that. I mean, like, I would love to make this chemical company thing. It's pretty great, or that big pipe thing. But right now, we don't have plans for that. But, you never know. If this line keeps continuing, doing what we hope it's going to do, I'm not saying no to anything.
Is that everything?
That's it.
All right. So then,
we have made it through the whole booth.
I'm going to take that mic back from you now. So now I can take control back of this interview. Good God, what happened to this video? I don't even know.
I don't know. Well, our interviews usually go in some interesting directions.
That's very, very true. Yeah. All right. So, guys, that's our look at the DC Direct booth. Batman, the animated series right there. So much really cool stuff, as always. Thank you guys for watching. I know. Thank you guys for being here watching with us. We're going to probably have at least one more live stream today, maybe two. Not really sure where. We're kind of just wandering a bit. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're new here so you can know when we go live, because it tends to happen at a moment's notice. But we thank you guys for being here today, and we hope you enjoyed our look at DC Direct. And once again, thank you, Jim.
Thank you. Always fun to talk to you about all the cool stuff that we're doing.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you guys a little bit later for some more Toy Fair 2020 coverage.
Yay.